Hey guys, so we're going to go to the next one, 3.2.2 performance measures. In this one, we'll go over key performance indicators, which are pretty self-explanatory. I'm not sure if you guys have practices. I will pull this up. Metrics generally used to evaluate factors crucial to the success of project or organization. Project management and a KPI consists of tools that indicates if the project is meeting specific goals. Best practice: define KPIs earlier in the project or early. It should be quantifiable, measured regularly. Comment KPIs relate to how well the process is tracking against the plant schedule and cost baselines, and project milestones are being met. I gotta go through this, so might as well take you with me. I don't want to be alone in this suffering. Okay, so these KPIs are measured only by the most crucial measures. They are measured regularly in an ongoing manner. You can create KPIs for a project and process or organization. A small set of KPIs can be reasonable estimation of the overall health of a system because they are proxy measures that can tell you if you are likely to achieve your desired outcome. For example, you may want to want a project to complete its deliverables successfully, but you won't know until then. However, if you measure the project's process and know that it is on time and under budget, you can reasonably assume that it is on track to complete the deliverables. Humans also have KPIs. When you go to a doctor, they check your blood pressure, glucose levels, all that good stuff. When all the measurements are inside the expected range, the doctor gives you a clean bill of health. However, suppose one of the measurements is out of range. In that instance, the measure tells you that something is wrong or it could go bad soon. Regular health checkups allow you to measure those values over time and able to find and fix issues early. KPIs include targets, actuals, targets, a value or set of values that describe a acceptable range of performance. A target can consist of one or two values to create a range. Here we got some examples. One value, target type, timesheet errors, no more than 15 errors. Minimum customer satisfaction, at least 8 out of 10 stars. Two values, resource utilization, used within 10 of the estimate, 10% of the estimate. KPIs should measure both leading and lagging indicators, because both types provide valuable information about the project. Lagging indicators are reflective measures. These measures can only be captured after the work is done. However, they describe the actual success of a project or process. They aren't timely, but they are essential. An example of lagging indicator for a local bookstore is revenue. It is one of the leading business drivers, but you can't measure it until the promotions have run and sales are completed or lost. In other words, by the time you can measure today's revenue, it's too late to increase it. This also includes test and build lead time, number of defects released to production, number of internal promotions, revenue and change adoption effectiveness. Leading indicators sounds pretty self-explanatory. You assume that if these measures perform well, truly desired outcomes will improve. As an example of leading indicator for a local bookstore is the number of visitors to the store. The store believes increased traffic will increase sales, and it can measure visitors before it can measure sales. Therefore, it has time to increase traffic and possibly increase revenue early before sales are made or lost. Other examples: number of automated tests, number of bugs fixed in tests, employee development program participation, advertisement click-through rate, and change management quality. which is the process of documenting change efforts. Probably heard this before. The SMART format actually applied in many aspects of life. Excuse me. Stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific should explain exactly what needs to change. Okay, so I could, yeah. Measurable needs to include a quantifiable metric so that you know when you have met the goal. Achievable means to be realistic, therefore ensure the goal is within the realm of possibility, and relevant needs to have a purpose in the organization. It should align with business strategy or business priorities. Time bound needs to have target date. So one example I could think of using the SMART format would be passing this test. So specific, if you really want to get specific and go through steps, first step is go through course material. Second, pass the test, pass practice tests. And then 3, of course, pass the test. This makes it specific, measurable. Go through all the courses or all the sections. So that I think there's 14 in this one specifically. And then there's 3 practice tests. I'm gonna try, and then of course, passing tests. It's only one test. And achievable. Make sure you give yourself enough time. So set a good target date. I got mine in 3 weeks. Might actually need 5. And relevant needs to have purpose. I need this cert to get my bachelor's in cybersecurity. It's always good to put these into practice, or at least theorize how it could help you. When you write a goal or objective, you can evaluate using SMART criteria and refine it. Then, when the objective meets all the requirements, you have the realistic target and will know precisely why it matters and when you need to finish. For example, this one there's if your original goal is to get a new job, you can use SMART to fine-tune the goal as the following table. Get a new job as a PM by increasing skills, building my professional network. Find a permanent full-time PM position by increasing skills and building my network. Find a permanent full-time PM by earning a Project Plus certification and connecting with 3 PMs in my current company. Achievable. Relevant. Find a permanent PM position by earning certification and connecting with 3 PMs in my current company. So I see it's kind of like adding. Project management will help me build organizational IQ and skills that I need to move into senior management one day. Time bound. Find a permanent full-time position before April Fools 2024 by earning a certification in October 2023 and connecting 3 PMs in my current company by July 1st. That same year I get the certification. So this is pretty good. I feel like I could do the same with my current role, is just connect with people, at least 3 program managers. Another key, and usually all these acronyms and keywords are on the exam, so it's good to note them down. Objective and key results. OKR. Oh, what did I do? A goal setting framework that creates powerful results through loose organization alignment. The objective is an aspirational goal and is paired with measurable key results to track progress. To achieve tremendous results quickly, since OKRs are meant to be aspirational and slightly outreach, They drive teams to deliver value that they didn't think possible. These create a two-part goal statement composed of objectives and key results. Obviously, each objective key result includes one objective and up to 5 key results. Objective is a qualitative goal statement. It doesn't need to be measurable as KPIs or SMART objectives. The objective portion of OKR tells a story about what the goal is and for why it matters. So the objective, right? Key results are quantitative measures of success. Key results will look similar to SMART, and they describe what you need to do to meet that goal. So I guess we have the goal, which will be passing this test. Key results will be going through the sections, taking practice tests, getting at least a 90% on all of them. You can write an individual OKR for a project, but an OKR practice creates an entire goal-setting framework that helps organization align to top business priority. OKRs take a less and a more approach. Organization using OKR wants teams to focus on the critical few changes that support the organizational need. Framework requires organizations to identify the top priority. Next, individuals and teams create OKRs that align loosely with the corporate priority. For example, suppose a grocery store chain decides its top priority is to reduce food waste by 50%. Using OKRs, every team and division in the company can create goals that would reduce food waste. Perhaps one store manager improves stock rotation, another store builds a relationship with food banks. Meanwhile, a software team is researching AI to improve inventory levels. Each team can operate independently, quickly set goals, improve. However, despite the distance between the teams, all work will eventually reduce food waste. So it seems like an overall arching goal. Again, right here, study project plus materials at least 5 hours per week. I think I have to do more of that. I think I have to do like maybe it is 5 hours. I want to say 7. Earn my project plus certification. I plan to earn it 3 weeks from now, so that'll be by the end of this month, so June 1st. Well, no, that'll finish all the studying. No, actually, no, that's, earn it. Yeah, that's when I want to earn it. Okay, selecting a method. Given how many measurement methods are available, select an appropriate style can seem daunting. Fortunately, all 3 methods presented here work well together, therefore you can apply them at the same time. Quick overview. SMART is a method for writing solid goals. You can apply the technique to any goal in any framework. KPIs are long-term operational metrics that describe the health of the systems. KPIs help you stabilize and project systems. OKRs are used to create shorter-term goals, and generate change where KPIs won't change until the project ends or the process changes. An OKR exists long enough to achieve a target, and then a new OKR is created to reach the new goal. Thanks for suffering.